Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nathan Robert here. I have some breaking news I want to share with you guys about Google stock, and I think this is the real reason that Google hit an all-time high today. And it's up 2.22% today on a day where the Nasdaq, the QQQ, is actually down 0.26% today. And I'm going to show you the real reason why I believe Google actually hit an all-time high today. Here's the max chart. I mean, Google stock is unbelievable. And if you're like, well, I probably don't want to buy right now because they're at all-time highs, their valuation makes sense even today at all-time highs, which I'll show you a little bit later. But first, I want to show you what I believe is the real reason Google hit an all-time high today. And that's because they are cracking down on the people using ad blockers and the people who were putting on VPNs to go to other countries and taking advantage of the lower YouTube premium subscription cost. I kid you not. There's people that value YouTube so much that they still want to buy YouTube Premium, but look at this. YouTube is cracking down on the people who are using VPNs to artificially change their country of origin, taking advantage of lower subscriptions cost, which was around $2.40 per month. Where right now in the United States, it costs $14 per month. I pay for YouTube Premium. Yeah, it says right here, it's $14 per month. And on top of that, so that's for the YouTube Premium crackdown. They're also cracking down on the Google. There's Google Chrome extensions that you can download, and there's one called Sponsor Block. Right here it says it's a crowdsourced Google Chrome extension designed to bypass sponsored content. And I guess it's easy for YouTube to take this down because Google, who owns YouTube, they also own Google Chrome. So it's probably really easy to take down a Google Chrome extension if you are on that. So I think honestly, this will bring a lot new subscription. When you buy YouTube Premium or something like this is pure margin. Like they got to have like 90% net margins on that. I don't even know, but what I'm trying to say is this is probably going to elevate Google stock to have higher revenues, and that's probably the real reason why people are probably pricing in, wow, this stock probably can still go up, because check this out. So here are the most popular stats about Google. So they now pay a dividend, and the dividend payout ratio is 12% based off their net income, and the yield isn't crazy high right now. It's 0.44%, but again, in 5 to 10 years, they're going to have a lot of room to raise this dividend. And check this out. They have a price to earnings growth ratio of 1.66. Check this out. They have a free cash flow margin of 21%. So for every $100 spent, 21 of that is basically going to free cash flow, which is super impressive. And check this out, the return on invested capital of 24.9%, so basically 25%. But here's what's super impressive about Google. I want to show you what the analysts are expecting is their growth rate. So here's today's EPS. I want to go with the super conservative in 2028 multiple of $9.81. So we'll do $9.81. So what's a fair multiple? I think like 24 is a fair multiple for a tech stock. So that means a very low estimate fair conservative price of Google is $235 by 2028. And today it's $180. I own 7 shares of Google, but here's what the important part is. That's the very low estimate. Let's do the $17.63 and times this by 24. That means a $423 stock price, which is well over double from today. So Google could double their stock price by the year 2028. Hashtag not financial advice. This is all my opinion. This is for fun. And here's another reason why I love Google as a dividend growth stock. So check this out. They have a payout ratio of 12% today. So remember how they planned on making. Let me show you this again. They plan on making on let's go with the fair estimate of $14.40. So let's say they make $14.40 in EPS. Let's do a 20% payout ratio. So we just do times 0.2. So that means they have $2.88 in dividends. So we divide that by 4. So that means every single quarter you get 72 cents. And Google today pays you 20 cents every single quarter. So if by 2028, this is by 2028. So this isn't even that far away. This is like 3.5 years away. We're halfway through 2024. This is 3.5 years away. So not even by 2030. So but it's still, pretty forward looking, not financial advice, but that's 3x the dividend from today, assuming a 20% payout ratio, because they pay 20 cents a quarter today. This, 20, 40, 60. So that's actually more than 3x, but still, that means this dividend yield, you really have a lot higher dividend yield. So what are they doing with all this money in the meantime? I'm glad they're not forcing themselves to have a high payout ratio, but this is assuming a 20% payout ratio. So basically, the point of this video is I'm glad to be a Google shareholder. They have a really bright future, and the valuation at all-time highs makes sense, and I think it deserves to hit all-time highs, and it even has some room to grow. Let me again show you the PE forward ratio. This is insanely cheap. 22.55. Not financial advice, but just in my opinion, that's a really cheap forward PE ratio. Same with Meta. Meta also has a very cheap forward PE ratio. If you look here in my Robinhood portfolio, I own 3 shares of Meta and 7 shares of Google. Actually, Google is my smallest holding here in my Robinhood portfolio. We're actually down today 0.7%, but Google is helping the portfolio with some gains today. Actually, another stock that's doing pretty good is Salesforce. Check this out. They're up 1% today. If we scroll down on the week, they were at 230. Now they're at 244. If we scroll down, we actually own 10 shares. And look at this. We're at our break even cost. I literally never thought this would happen so soon. I thought it would take longer than this, but we're literally at our break even cost. I do not plan to take profits or anything. I plan to hold my shares of Salesforce for the long run. But yeah, anyway, let me again tell you, props to Google. I mean, there are people out there that love YouTube so much that they're going out of their way, finding creative ways to put on VPNs to get, you know, I like when things are ethical. Just be ethical. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts on that are in the comments. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.